Hi everyone, it's Marcy here from Stampin' with Marcy, and I want to welcome you today to my live. I'm just getting my iPad here set up so that I can, whoops, turn that down, so that I can see your comments. Today, oh, look at these shadows, my goodness. It's a very dull and overcast day today here in southwestern Ontario. So I do apologize for my lighting. Let me just take a moment here to move things around. As I had said last week, I was going to be doing my live today, as tomorrow I have, okay, that's better. Tomorrow I have my hair appointment in the morning to get ready for the wedding. And then I have I'm going with my future daughter-in-law, Allie, to her bridal fitting, her very last one in the afternoon. Hi Danielle. Oh, it's rainy and gross there in Sauble as well. Yes, it really poured here last night and it's very overcast. I have my truck is going in for its first oil change this afternoon at 1:45, so I have to keep track of my timing here. So let's get started. I'm going to be creating with this adorable stamp set Best Bunny, and it also has the coordinating punch that comes with it. It's bundled together in the catalog. Let me just flip here to the page. It's on page 36 of the annual catalog, and it is only $39.50 for the bundle. I mean, you can't get a better deal than that. My goodness, you've got this great stamp set and this punch that coordinates with it to make all kinds of fun projects. So what I'm going to be creating today is this super adorable card. Last night I had my bingo and I told my ladies that I was going to be live today. And I said that I had a super cute card to share with you today, even if I do say so myself. Haha. So I want to bring in my, put this over to the side here. I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus and get that set up here. I put my, gonna have to move that up just a bit. I put my stamp case underneath so it gives it some cushioning, and I've already got my cardstock cut and it is sitting on my grid paper. I put a piece of grid paper on my Stamparatus just to protect it, and that way for lining up as well. When you've got your foam pad underneath, because it is photopolymer, you need the foam for the extra cushioning. So I just cut down my grid paper into quarters, and I use them for stamping off as well as for on my Stamparatus. So the Stamparatus is now available for sale for everybody in the catalog. It is on page, let me just flip here to the tools. It is on page 207, and it is $67. And if you happen to break your magnets, they sell 2 replacement magnets for $16. So I try to, as much as possible, only use 1 magnet because they are so super strong and break easy. So I just have my 1 piece of Whisper White cardstock here, and I'm taking my Memento ink pad and I'm inking up my little bunny and flipping it over, giving it even pressure. With the Stamparatus, the fabulous thing about this is it's on a hinge, so you just, for multiple stamping, pick it up, pop it in the next little groove, ink up. Whoops, I went a little over here, so just wipe that and get his ear yet again here. I have some uninked spots, and I do have my Memento ink refill. Hi, Carol. Thanks for joining me. So anyways, I have my ink spots, and I do have the Memento refill, but I just haven't gotten around to filling it up yet so that I could easily be inking up my images when I'm using my Stamparatus. So we are on the countdown now for Damon's wedding. We are just over a week away. I'm happy to announce that I have all of my crafting duties are complete. Whoop, I think I went over too far there. Yes. My crafting duties are complete now. I am, tomorrow when I go in to the bridal fitting, I am bringing everything in to Damon and Allie's apartment to get rid of my boxes of crafting projects. And yesterday morning I scooted into the bulk barn to get the candy for the candy bar. So that was a great relief to say that yes, everything I agreed that I would do, I have gotten done with a week to spare. So now I can focus on my crafting for myself and my customers. So as you can see how easy I was able to get my entire row of these adorable little bunnies just with my hinge. It comes with 2 hinges so that you can have the hinge at the side and another one at the top for multiple stamping for different images and stuff like that, which makes it super handy. So there's my bunnies. They're all stamped. I'm going to close that up, and I'm going to wipe my bunny off. Now, I still use my microfiber cloth in my craft room first before I use my Simply Chamois. You can see that I do have some staining on it, but not a lot. That's just me. I like to wipe it off first to get the excess off because I like it to just stay nice looking. My class ones aren't nearly as clean and tidy as this one here is. So I'm just going to take and immediately flip over and put my magnet in the back. You can see I wrap washi tape around them so that it's easy to pull it off, just like that. So I'm going to just get this out of the way and put my bunny on the front there. Tuck that out of the way. So I'm going to come in with my Stampin' Blends. Unfortunately, our new Stampin' Blends are still not in the warehouse. They're still waiting for them. But as soon as they do arrive, I will let everybody know. Now, coloring with anything when you're live is a little more tricky because you're trying not to get your head in the way. Oh, it's raining and cool, or raining there as well, Carol. I've had to close up the house and turn the air on, unfortunately, because even though it's overcast and raining, it's a a little humid and it's getting quite warm in the house. So I thought I'd best get that closed up and air on now so that tonight it's not unbearable. And I don't mind it raining. We needed the rain. As long as next weekend, next Friday and Saturday, the 6th and 7th, are lovely. Not too hot. I don't want to ask too much by saying not too hot and not raining, but I would take hot over rain anytime, because the wedding is at a golf course and it's outside. And for the photos, I want them to be happy with their photos and not be like, oh no, now we have to go to plan B. So although a little rain is, in my opinion, a good thing on your wedding day, it rained on my wedding day. We got married in the evening, so it rained in the morning and stopped after lunch, and that was fine. I'm just very lightly using the fine tip end of my Stampin' Blend here. You don't need to press hard, you just feather light touch. I'm not doing any blending or anything like that. I'm just using my light because these are such a small, such a small image that I don't feel the need to go ahead and do a bunch of blending. So, and one more. My newsletter went out this morning, and if you have signed up for my newsletter, be looking for it in your inbox. With the wedding, I've only got the 2 classes in July. I have a Stamp a Stack on July 10th, and I have my Memory Keeping Club the following week on the 19th. Okay, so there is my bunnies all colored, and I think I did a pretty good job. I don't need the color lifter, but what I do not need is my Wink of Stella. You know how I love my Wink of Stella, and anywhere that I can find to add that, you just know I'm going to. So I'm just coloring in under the chin, the ears, the tummy, and the little tail. And Stampin' Up! Has announced they have a new recruiting special for the month of July that I want to talk to you about once I'm not so focused on my coloring here. It is an even better deal, in my opinion, than the one they offered during Celebration. Okay, so I am now going to come in with my colors. Hi, Jenny. I'm using Balmy Blue, Call Me Clover, and Sahara Sand. And I'm going to take my sponges and I am going to save my big new piece of grid paper. You can see that my sponges are stained. I don't have a dedicated sponge for any colors in particular because I use it with our inks, which are water-based. I always rinse them out, and that way I don't need to worry about having a ton of sponges. So after I ink up my sponge, I always dab it off to get the excess off because you don't want a big dark spot. And I always start off the page and then come across. So that way you're not putting a big spot right on your page. And I'm going to be adding just some Sahara sand down at the bottom here. First, just a little bit to break up that white. Just like that. So you can see that it's just a very light hint of it. So I'm going to close that ink pad up and put it away. And then I'm going to come in with the very dark and vibrant Call Me Clover. So this one you really have to be careful and dab off because you do not want a big green. See, look at how dark that is. So I'm going to really dab off quite a bit till I get quite the light look, and start off to the side and just and I've used the Sahara sand underneath so that it kind of mutes that green a bit, because I didn't want this really dark green. I wanted it to be a little more subtle. Okay, so I'm done with that for the moment. Put that sponge away. And now I'm going to come in with my Balmy Blue for the sky. And I'm going to flip that over. And you can see the Balmy Blue, when you have it sponged up, is really quite vibrant as well. So again, I'm coming off the edge, and then I'm bringing it down kind of in between my little bunnies here. I'm going to flip this over the other way so I can come at it without being awkward. And I'm just wanting a hint of color to break up that really stark white top of the page. There. I think that is good. So now I'm going to come in with my cloud pattern from my decorative masks. I'm going to put it down, and on this card here I've got 5 clouds, and I think I want to go maybe just with 3. So I think I'm going to go move it over. So I think I'm going to choose this one, and this one, so it's coming off the page a bit. So I'm using my shimmery white embossing paste, and you'll see that I put it on my silicone craft sheet, craft mat. You only need a little bit. And I'm just going to, I'm holding it down in place. And this stuff really does dry quite quickly. So you do need to work fairly fast. And I'm just kind of swirling it so that it has the puffy, swirly look of clouds. But I chose the sparkle one because, come on, you know that I like my sparkle. I don't need to explain myself with that. Everybody knows how much Marcy likes her sparkle and bling. No, I think I've got maybe a bit too much on here, but I can wipe that back into my Okay, so very carefully lift it up and wipe that off. Now, you want to get your tools cleaned up right away. So what I like to do is I'm going to just wipe that, set that aside. I've got my microfiber cloth is nice and wet, so I'm just going to cover it just like that. There's enough moisture in it so that I've got time to come back to it later when I'm done my video here and clean it up. But for right now, it's off to the side. It's nice and moist, so that way it's not going to dry out and wreck my tools. Okay, so now I'm going to come in with my die cut label, and that is from the Lakeside Framelits. It's the large one here that is bundled together with the Lily Pad Lake. And I am going to come in with my Call Me Clover. Ink up the Hopping By to Just Say Hi. And I'm going to put it over to the side a bit. Pressing for a few seconds so that that ink has time to transfer. And move that to the side. Close this up because we certainly don't want ink everywhere with that. And then this adorable little stitched hop line. I'm going to ink that up in the Memento, and I'm angling it so that way it looks like my little bunny is going to be hopping. So I've gone ahead to save time, and I have already colored and fussy cut out this little bunny because my punches out the larger bunny. So I went ahead and fussy cut that out, and I'm going to pull in another of my silicone craft sheets here and apply a little bit of glue. Now, as always, this will be on my blog on Saturday with all of the measurements for you to be able to recreate at home if you have the products. If you don't have the products and live in Canada, I would love it for you to shop with me. Please use the host code when you are shopping in my online store. So I'm going to put just a little bit of glue on my label here, so that way it's not getting all over my fingers, and that way I can just then attach my bunny here. Okay, I'm going to set that aside just for one moment while I take my other layers. This is Call Me Clover again. Okay, flip that over. And this will be, if you're late coming on, this will be available on the replay, and I will be posting it to my YouTube channel as well. Please, if you have some crafty friends who you think would enjoy my video, please share it. Last week I had the clear and glitter epoxy shapes that are retired. I had those as my draw prize for people who shared my video. I had 7 shares, so thank you so much everybody for sharing. I truly appreciate that as I'm trying to grow my business. And I wrote everybody's name out, and I waited for Brad to come home and do the drawing, and he drew Stephanie, her name. She's one of my team members, and she was actually here last night at my bingo, so I gave it to her then. So as you can see, I've got 3 across, and you can see my bunny, he's just hanging off a little bit. So I'm just going to peel off the backings here, and put him down here like that. And there you have my super cute card. So this is my original on the left, and this is the one I created with you today. This one here is a little bit darker on the bottom, and this one here on the left is a little bit darker on the top, but I really like it. Super, super cute. I love this bundle, and I really think it is super versatile. Bunnies are not just for Easter. So here's another card that I created. This is going to be part of my Stamp-A-Stack. This uses the big punch that coordinates with, and I'm using Pineapple Punch, Poppy Parade, and the new Poppy Parade striped ribbon, and this is the new scalloped stripes folder. So this is going to be part of my Stamp-A-Stack. So this is showing you yet another way to use this adorable bundle. So I'm going to just put these aside, and I want to quickly, as I'm running out of time, talk to you about the Stampin' Pad family promotion that Stampin' Up! Has on right now. So during celebration, you got to choose an extra $65 worth of products. This time, Stampin' Up! Is offering that you can choose any one of these color families, of the entire color family of ink pads, for free as part of your starter kit. So in Ontario, you pay $135 and you get to pick out $165 worth of product. Plus, right now, the Stampin' Pad promotion, each one of these color families has got 10 ink pads in it in the new ink pad design, and they are worth $92.25. So that is your grand total of $257.25 in product. In Ontario, you don't pay shipping or tax on your starter kit. So you are saving your $25.72 on your shipping, and then your tax on that would have been $36.79 because our tax in Ontario is 13%. So the grand total for all of that, if you were to pick out $165 worth of product, plus the $92.25 worth of one of these color family ink pads, that's $319.76. Your savings are $184.76 because all you're paying is $135. $135 for $319.76 worth. That is amazing. $184.76 is what you're saving. You're saving more than what you're paying because you're not paying your tax or your shipping, and you're getting so much. You're getting $165 worth of product for only $135. Plus you're getting, you can pick any one of these ink pad families for free as well. It ships for free. There's no tax. From July 1st until July 31st, this promotion runs. I have a fabulous team of sassy stampers. My team name is Marcy Sassy Stampers, and we would love for you to join us and be part of our Stampin' Up! Family. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me or message me. Marcy@stampinwithmarcy.com is my email. My blog is up here, www.stampinwithmarcy.com. If you've ever thought about joining, even if you're just wanting the deal, that is fine. We welcome everybody. You can just get the deal and walk away. That's fine as well. It's a great savings, and why wouldn't you? You could use some of that starter kit to get some of your papers to go with your ink pads. Lots and lots of ideas to put together for your starter kit. I will have some ideas for next week's live. Hopefully I'm able to come back next week. The week before the wedding, I've got so much on the go, but we'll see how my timing shapes up. Hi, Denise. Thanks for stopping by and watching. Hi, Marion. I better get going. I see the clock. My oil change is in 10 minutes, so I better get off of here and get in my truck and over to the dealership. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Please share my video, and everybody that shares, please comment that you have shared. And this time I'm going to offer, one lucky person is going to win the Tutti Frutti adhesive back sequins. So everybody that shares my video and writes shared on this feed, I will write your name down and draw, and one person will win these. I will either deliver them in person or I will mail them to you. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for watching. Anyways, I best get going. I don't want to be late for my appointment, so thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a super day. Bye.